Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital YouTube channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. On this episode of General Hospital, Liz and Finn receive a new lead that may strengthen their case. Michael is confronted by Carly and Drew about knowing the truth about Nina, and Tracy outlines how Ned will benefit from the most recent development. Carly lights candles at the hospital chapel. She misses her mother while she sits on a pew. When Drew gets there, they hug. Pilar told him that she and Joss were present, says Drew. Carly worries that she might upset Donna in such a way when she brings Drew up to date on Adam. Drew adds that Joss, Michael, and Donna are all excellent role models for her. Carly refers to Michael as her hero. Drew says he's a fantastic friend and agrees. Willow recalls their altercation on the pier as she watches Michael calling from the nurse's station. When she answers the phone, he informs her that Wiley is entertaining Amelia with a puppet performance at the estate. He claims to be shooting it and will email it to her. Her tone is cool and collected, and Michael can't help but worry when she'll return home because he misses her. Willow abruptly hangs up the phone to tell Michael she can't chat since she's at work when Nina shows up. Willow queries Nina about her desires. Nina claims that since New Year's Eve, they haven't talked much. Willow asks if she wants to thank her for stabbing Drew and Carly in the back or if she wants to help her husband come to an agreement so that she can keep her secret. They have a lot to say to each other, but Nina insists she won't defend what she did. Even if it's their final chat ever, Nina believes Willow must want to give it to her. Carly begs her to leave Willow alone because she's done enough damage when she and Drew suddenly show up. Nina spills the beans about the harm Michael caused, keeping her secret under wraps to prevent her from seeing Willow. Carly dismisses her as a liar and doesn't trust her, so Nina advises him to speak with Michael. When Carly promises, she and Drew take off running. Willow adds, "If you hadn't lost me before, you have now," glancing at Nina. Willow instructs Nina to say what needs to be said as they enter a private room. Nina concedes that what she did was foolish, but she was furious and didn't think things through at the time. She claims that Carly kept her hidden from Willow and Nell. Willow claims that Carly was only made aware of Nell's passing. Nell informed Carly that she didn't want to find out who her biological mother was because she might end up with someone similar to Nina. Carly kept it a secret from Willow, who claims that's why comments about her are directed at her. Willow describes her as deeply chilly and self-centered. While Willow acknowledges that Nina made mistakes, she claims that Willow meant to harm Carly and Drew, and that she was eager to split Carly and Michael apart at this particular moment. Nina claims that Michael was using blackmail to get her to stay away, and she thought it would be better to lose her gradually than all at once, so she accepted his offer. Carly was correct, according to Willow, and all you do is lie to everyone. She claims that she lies to herself the most of all people. Nina claims that the night she confessed in church was a turning point in her life and that she will now take responsibility for her faults rather than place the burden on Carly. Nina claims to adore Michael and that she struck a pact with him to keep everyone happy. All Willow claims she accomplished was causing harm to herself, Michael, and their children, Carly and Drew. Willow claims she doesn't want to interact with Nina anymore. Willow responds, "Hope all you want," as Nina sobs that she will never give up on the possibility that they might start afresh. Nina assures her that she would always be there for her and that she won't give up on her. Willow turns to go. As Finn and Liz enter his office, he tells her how much he values her assistance. They are breaching the regulations, therefore he thinks it might be best if she isn't here when the doctor arrives. They are in this together, she claims. A tap at the door signals the arrival of Beecher's corner physician, Dr. Sawyer. They called regarding a consult, according to Dr. Sawyer. Finn feels her advice might change someone's life. She is perplexed to learn that Dennis Muldoon is deceased when he hands her the information on him. He reveals that his wife is suing him for negligence and that he was hoped that her association with Muldoon would aid in his case. Sawyer says she is unable to assist him. She advises him to have his attorney get in touch, since confidentiality still applies even after the patient has passed away. Before she goes, Liz asks Sawyer to listen to her concerns. She consents to listen to Liz since she has discovered that nurses can provide insightful commentary. Liz is aware of her want to assist and her voice. Liz thinks there are things she should know about Dr. Finn before making any decisions. She tells her about how he treated Blackwood's illness, rescued her sister, and then gave the hospital the cure patent to prevent it from going bankrupt. Would Dr. Sawyer kindly listen to what they have to say? She asks. Dr. Sawyer queries how they accomplish this without going against secrecy. Finn speaks in hypothetical terms and behind closed doors. Dr. Sawyer consents to speak. As they settle down, Finn remarks that, in theory, a patient with stage 4 colon cancer would have displayed symptoms much sooner, and Dr. Sawyer concurs. Finn discusses a fictitious instance of a patient who visited the doctor for treatment for a disease that could cause a variety of problems after traveling overseas. What could she do, he wonders. According to Sawyer, she would check for everything, including cancer, and would refer them to an oncologist if it turned out they had the disease. Liz queries whether your office is informed if a patient scheduled and kept their appointment when they are referred to a specialist. According to Sawyer, it is the patient's obligation, and for some patients, they never hear back. Dr. Sawyer departs, and Finn expresses gratitude to Liz for speaking with Dr. Sawyer and sharing her thoughts about him. Liz questions Moldovan's decision to visit Finn without bringing up Sawyer or the oncology advice. Finn says they need to track down the oncologist since he might have kept the diagnosis a secret from everyone. As Tracy and Ned arrive at the Quartermain home, the nanny puts Wiley and Amelia to bed. Michael receives a dinner invitation from Tracy, but he is unable to attend. In addition, he wants Ned to return his proxy. Why, Tracy wonders, did Ned keep his part of the agreement? Ned deserves to lose ELQ because, as Michael explains, he could lose what he loves most. Tracy claims that Michael never made her more proud of the agreement they struck, Quartermain to Quartermain. This is straight out of her father's playbook, she claims. Michael clarifies that Willow and the kids were his top priorities, which is why he only offered Nina his silence. He says this, and just then Carly and Drew enter. Tracy tells Ned that Carly, Drew, and Michael should head to the kitchen since she believes they have a lot to talk about. Michael thinks Nina told her by herself. Nana is speaking the truth for once, but Carly claims that she did, calling her a liar. Tracy attempts to listen in the kitchen, but she doesn't hear any shouting. Ned is astounded that his mother finds Michael's accomplishments admirable. Tracy claims she doesn't give a damn about Michael, but she always feels proud of a Quartermain when they behave like one. Leo, Brooklyn, and Dylan are the only people Tracy claims to be concerned about. If Leo is her grandchild by blood or not, she says so, and she loves him. Regarding Michael and Drew, their mutual antagonism serves to solidify their respective positions. You can't win unless you are standing on top of everyone else. Michael is questioned by Carly and Drew about how long he had known about Nina. Michael says he first learned about it after their wedding, and that the only things exposed Nina would have done were to harm Willow and his father. He intended to tell Dad, but Sonny kept talking about how happy he was, so he was unable to stop him. Drew claims that he prioritized Sonny's pleasure over both his mother and their friendship. This is how he repays people for their faith, isn't it? Carly needs to talk to her kid, so Drew suggests they head out. Michael asks his mother where they head next as Drew rushes out. Esme informs Spencer that she must take her son home at Laura's. He tells her to talk to Ace first and gets in the path of her. Even though Esme is unaware of what is happening, she wants her son badly, and she wants him quickly. Ace is asleep, according to Spencer, so they should check in. Why did the court let her go, he wonders. She observes that he did not bring her baby to court as he had promised, assuming he wanted to see her sent up the river. Why, he asks. To appease the judge. If she was taken away, she would kiss in farewell. but she acknowledges that it couldn't have hurt to persuade the judge. She reveals that after striking a bargain and entering a guilty plea, she is obtaining her son and bringing him home. Spencer hesitates, claiming he has something important to tell her, but she points out that she already knows about his trip to Paris with Trina and that it's encouraging that Ace isn't his top priority. Spencer claims Ace's home is no longer with her, despite her repeated declarations that she is taking her son home. She yells that he is Ace's brother and that Ace's residence is not up to him to decide. Spencer clarifies that was not his intention and says, Ace is gone. Gone where? She queries. With our father, Spencer responds. Esme becomes alarmed and declares that she needs to contact the police since this is a kidnapping. She responds, You don't get to tell me what to do, Spencer, as Spencer tells her to stop. Don't you mean Spence, like you used to call me when you did your father's bidding, retorts Spencer. She remembers calling him Spence at the station, but she says that doesn't really matter. Because Ryan put her up to it. Spencer claims she remembers everything, including torturing Trina, seeing the revenge porn, and putting Ava's car on fire. He understands that Esme is the same one who picked on him at school and pretended to be in love with him, even though she claims those are just stories to her. Spencer is furious that the new Esme was a good person, but that Esme has vanished, and she is now returning to her previous self. When Esme learns that Spencer delivered Ace to Nicholas, she is astounded. Esme sobs as he continues to talk about how evil and self-centered his father is, and then he turns around and acts in a way that his father would have done. She swears she's going to the police, but Spencer tells her that if she goes, he'll have to inform them she's recovered her memories. Is it safe for her to take a chance? She leaves irrationally. On the upcoming episode of General Hospital, Blaze charges Christina with retreating. Jordan is asked by TA if she feels at ease having Christina act as their surrogate. What makes you think you can trust me? Cyrus queries someone. Does that sum up all that Esme can do for someone? Michael is informed by Carly that there are unforeseen consequences to keeping things hidden. Anna is informed by Drew that she could be onto something. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.